Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you 5 famous chess tactics. So the first technique I'm going to show you is forking. Forking can be done by any pawn or piece on the chessboard, and the one I'm going to show you right now is the knight fork. So the knight captures the pawn here, and now it's forking king and queen. So obviously the king will have to move, as moving the queen would be illegal as the king would remain in check. So once the king moves out of the way, the queen can be captured. Okay, next up is the bishop fork. Let's say it were black's turn right now and he castles queenside. And so now it's white's turn. White's black bishop is posted on d4. So now white's bishop can capture the pawn on f6, forking both black rooks. And once one of the rooks moves out of the way, and the other can be captured. Okay, so next up is the rook fork. So as of now, it's white's turn, and white's rook is positioned on e5. So now the rook comes and checks the king, while at the same time attacking the queen. So if the queen decides to capture the rook, then the queen is captured by the pawn, and now it turns into whatever white wants to do, which would mostly be a queen as of now, and which forces black king into check. And so if it were a different position, which is this position, now white's rook comes and checks, and if the king moves out of the way, the queen can be captured. Now I'm going to show you the queen fork. So it's white's turn right now, and white's queen is positioned on e3. So white's queen can capture the pawn on e5. Now it's forking both black rooks. So if one of them moves out of the way, the other can be captured. Now I'm going to show you the king fork. So it's white's turn, and white's king is positioned on d3, and black's bishop and black's knight are hanging. So if white's king simply moves to e4, now it's forking both the bishop and the knight. So only one of them can be saved, and now the other can be captured. Last up, we have the pawn fork. It's white's turn, and white has a pawn on d4 and e4. White can fork black's king and queen by moving the e4 pawn forward, and it can't be captured as it has support from the d4 pawn. So now black has two options. He can move his king and lose his queen, or he can capture the pawn with his queen and it will be captured by the d4 pawn. The second tactic I'm going to show is spinning. Okay, so now the white rook, which is positioned on f3, can move to e3, and now the queen is under attack, but the queen cannot move as it will be exposing the king to check, which is illegal. So the queen cannot move, so its best option is to capture the rook, and it will be captured by the pawn. The third tactic I'm going to show is a skewer. It's white's turn, and the white rook that's on g4 can move to e4 and give the king check. So the king cannot capture the rook as it has support from the d pawn. So the king has to move, and now it's opening up the path between the white rook and the black queen. So now the black queen can be captured for free. The fourth tactic I'm going to show is discovery. Okay, so now the white bishop, which is positioned on e4, moves out of the way and attacks black's queen. So the white rook is attacking black's king, while at the same time the bishop is attacking the queen. So the king has to move, and now the queen can be captured. The fifth and final tactic I'm going to show is undermining. So as you can see right now, black's knight on d7 is being attacked by white's bishop on h3, and the knight's only support is the rook on d7. So right now it's white's turn, and white should capture the rook on d6, and now naturally black will take back with the pawn, and now black's knight has no support, so it's white's turn now, so he can capture the knight, and now he ends up 2 pawns ahead.
I hope these tactics will be helpful for you. Thanks for watching.